Shell came with a question like, could you make a pipe? That was in 1998. Airborne at the time, a small company, took on that engineering question, designed a concept, and ultimately it led to the invention actually of a technology to make a thermoplastic pipe, and that has no metal at all in it. It's very light, it's very strong, therefore is a substantial change to the environment that the oil companies are used to.
GlassPoint is the leading provider of solar to the oil and gas industry. Not many people realize is that the industry of creating energy itself consumes a huge amount of energy. And GlassPoint is substituting the burning of hydrocarbons for solar power in many of the key processes that happen in oil fields today.
Greentown Labs is the largest clean technology incubator in the country. We've started with 4 companies building clean technology products. Over the course of 4.5 years, 40 companies.
Acrion has developed a new battery chemistry designed specifically for stationary energy storage. It's designed to have high performance, low cost, ultimate safety, and sustainability. It allows further renewables penetration into developing markets that don't have energy today. So you'll see places in Africa and parts of the world that don't have energy today, and it's very easy to get cheap, affordable, renewable, clean energy to those parts of the world.
There's fundamentally 2 types of investments that we do. We have investments in the oil and gas domain. The second area of investments is more in the future energy domain, because we realize that there's a lot of exciting innovation outside Shell that we want to tap into.
Stevie's support came at the point when we were in a stage of very, very fast growth and needing to raise $1.5 million in about 4 months meant other organizations also signed on. There's support there when we need it, and there's a listening ear, and there's a willingness to advise and provide very wise counsel.
I live in Boston, and Stevie has a location in Boston. They thought they were a good fit as well for us.
Work very closely with Shell Research. They were telling us that there was some interest from Stevie. So it wasn't a complete surprise, but they did call us and they did say maybe we should have another conversation about how our cooperation could work.
In Oman's case, more than 22% of the nation's gas is burned on oil fields to power oil production. A GlassPoint can reduce that gas consumption by up to 80%.
You see that these companies are very good at developing these technologies to a certain scale. And the technology is certainly quite unique. Where we can help as Shell and Shell Technology Venture is in the scale-up.
The investment by Shell was a game changer for GlassPoint's business model. It brought lots of benefits, and the main thing it brought us was access.
Because Stevie's objective is to deploy technology, their incentive is really embedded within their culture to make us successful. They know that it's difficult to work within the oil industry. They know of the hurdles and the inertia. There's absolute alignment that for us to be successful, which is also their mission, they need to open those doors, they need to bring people together.
You cannot have but a lot of respect for the entrepreneurs that we deal with. They deal with a lot of risk, including personal risks, to make their products come to market.
Shell and Stevie take a long view on this, and that's different than other companies. Strategic investors are thinking in the next less than 5 years. Stevie and Shell are thinking in the next 30.